Welcome back, everybody. We have one match left, and what a match it is set to be. This is going to be RLC MidLads versus Ohayou in Tier 6 2v2 and Tank. These two teams, we talked about the last two teams playing against each other multiple times. Talking about two teams that know each other, it's these two right here.
Yeah, I know. We got the MidLads taking on Ohayou, who after like a year of casting them, I finally figured out how to pronounce their name correctly. But I mean, they were telling us a little bit in between because, you know, this old man memory. But every series these guys have played has gone the distance with a couple reverse sweeps in there, a couple almost reverse sweeps. But if you want to talk about two teams that are the peak of their tier and push each other to be at their absolute best week in, week out, it is these two teams right here.
Yeah, everyone always goes the distance, and the one that sticks out in my mind, and you know, is what I was going to talk about even before we got the full message about how it was in Season 0 in the playoffs, RLC MidLads, Game 7, 0-second goal to knock out Ohayou, and to be able to go, like, it doesn't get any more absolute pinnacle than that. And these two teams always put on a show. Regardless of what happens, you never know who's going to win. It is always close. They are going to go absolutely after each other. And you're also going to see, you know, you're like, oh, well, we've seen Tier 4. We just saw Tier 1. Listen, these two teams are no slouches. It may say Tier 6, but they are going to put a show out on the pitch.
Oh, absolutely. These guys definitely play like they are in Tier 4 or Tier 3 with the passing that we see, the just overall game awareness and how they play a second man is something that you don't expect at this tier. And that's the best part about it. And that's why we see them here. What feels like week in, week out is because they know how to play that discipline. They know how to play well together. But more importantly, they know when to commit as second man and when to play patient. But I feel like the catalyst in this series is going to come down to, can you shut down Varso or not? And it looks like the early answer is no.
I'm going to go with first kickoff says no. I don't know how the rest of the series is going to go. It's a long series. There's a lot of game to play. That made it not start. I don't know what is. Again, that's another thing that, you know, I'm sure we're going to talk about in this series. But almost had a second goal there. But these two teams, they have fun out there, and they put on a show. They have an absolute blast. They're going to have fun with each other. They're going to have fun with themselves, and they are going to have fun with each other. As Chaotic says, "Oh, you want to know if you can stop Barca, or how about I just set him up?"
Yeah, and I mean, great heads-up play from MidLads there. And like we said, I mean, a lot of it comes down to how patient they are as second man, where Varso realized that Wave had stopped back post and was kind of stutter stepping, couldn't decide if he wanted to go or not, and by the time he finally did, it was too late as Chaotic put a beautiful pass right over to Varso to finish that one off, and we're only 30 seconds in, it's already 2-0. And, I mean, both of them have come off counterattacks so far. Well, I guess the kickoff goal can't count as a counterattack, but you know what I mean.
And I don't, because that, no. But, yeah, I mean, it feels like we've been playing for more than 60 seconds here with as much action we've had back and forth already. But we're seeing the Wilfred Nancy here doesn't get the full flick there. Ends up just rolling off the bar ever so slightly there. But the pressure concession here from Ohayou, this is how they like to get set up. They like to be able to go back and forth, go east and west, set each other up, and really get that pass, that bump, that demo play going. You never know when one of them is going to be a solo play or when it's going to be a pass play. They disguise it so well, and every play looks the same. But it always ends up a different way, you know, and I'm struggling to try and put into words of how they're able to do it so well and so expertly, and it has to be their communication. Because it's, oh, I'm going for a solo flick, and just leave it for a pass, or this one I'm going to flick, this one go off the back wall, this one I'm going to double tap. They're always communicating, and rarely do you see that double tap.
Yeah, and that's the big thing we'll see out of both of these. Wave throws this one downfield, tried to get the pinch off Chaotic, not going to be there. This one's going to be sitting at midfield. Everyone's just pulling off, and we're starting to see, at least from MidLads, now that they're up 2-0, they're starting to give free possessions to Ohayou. And the last thing you want to do is give them that time and space where they can start getting confident and get into a rhythm where they can start taking advantage of your mistouches like MidLads are giving them right now. They're just knocking the ball away and giving free touches back downfield, and eventually that's going to bite you. I mean, we talk about prevent defense all the time. All it does is prevent you from winning games, and you can't do this forever if you're MidLads.
Right, but enjoying a 2-goal lead, it's not that big of a deal. It's a completely different thing if it's a 1-goal lead. You have that security goal, and if you give up one, does it suck? Sure, but it's not the end of the world. You still have that 1 goal, and the issue really lies in getting it back into your real style. It's like, what are you comfortable with? But if you're comfortable with this style, we have seen, even in RLCS, teams that are so incredibly adept at turtling up and not playing super aggressive and just living on 1- and 2-goal games. Now, that is not this RLC MidLads squad, as we have seen them play incredible offense as a beautiful 50. Gonna work out for Varso and give him a hat trick.
Yeah, Varso just feeling himself right now. He is playing absolutely lights out. And I mean, I said it before the opening kickoff, it's going to come down to, can you shut down Varso? And there he is with another one. 4 goals in game number 1 here with still 1:54 to go. He is just leading the charge for MidLads.
And 2 of them off of kickoffs as well. Are we sure that BBU did not pick up this Ohayou squad? I'm making sure we're covering all of our bases here. It's just not something that you typically see. If it's a solid kickoff or a pops up high, second person follows up, and these have been the first one a pinch, the second one just absolutely dusting the other player to the ball and putting it on point. Fantastic kickoffs by Varso, and something that Ohayou is going to have to adjust.
Yeah, as Wave goes for the flick here, gets a nice one pass, but it kicks right out. Nothing he could do about that one, and Varso starting the counterattack here, just waiting for the mistake to happen, gets the pass back out to Chaotic. Oh, and that one's going to go just a little wide. Wilfred back on the counterattack, gets this over to Wave. Good cut there from Varso to keep this one at midfield and keep a threatening shot from happening. But he's going to get a demo here before he peels off Wave. Takes the shot off the bounce. It's a heater. But Varso, a great read and a great save there as we are under a minute to play. And it's still 4-0 in favor of the MidLads.
Yeah, for Ohayou. Oh, it's been a long time since I've been able to do this, but man, that feels good. But yeah, for Ohayou, I think it's a matter of just seeing the ball hit the back of the net here in game number 1. They're able to score that 1 goal, and even to get 2 in the next 49 seconds, that's a huge confidence boost for them going into game number 2. Again, this is a long series. It's a best of 7, and somebody likes to say even in best of 5s, that game 1 don't matter. Here's game 1 of a best of 7, and there it is, able to get that one in as celebration lanterns come out. So Ohayou do get their first goal.
Yeah, nice little pop there. Chaotic getting caught, just facing downfield right at mid. Couldn't get to the near post for the save, and I mean, that's what they needed to start getting some momentum back. And yes, I say it all the time, game 1s don't count, right? Especially in tier 6 where you're going to have some jitters, right? Like, you're in the finals, you're playing a team you're super familiar with, but you're on stream, it's a best of 7, you want this championship, and so you're gonna have those game 1 jitters. And it seems like they're starting to settle down here now as Varso's gonna get a little bit of a mistouch. Wilfred, nice little touch, gets us all the way across. Wave can't get there in time. He pops it up high, and that is gonna do it for game number 1 here, as that one's gonna fall into the corner. MidLads gonna take this 5-1, but Ohayou showing some life late there in game number 1.
Yeah, and Ohio is used to playing on. I don't think they've played a single match between Season 0 and Season 1 that hasn't been on this mainstream. They are a mainstay here and a team that we are very familiar with, as well as it looks like we're going to have some subs coming in for the squads. So, yeah, game 1, it was a 5-1. Earlier this evening, even, we had a 6-0 game 1, and game number 2 went into overtime. So, that first game, it really doesn't matter. You getting into the groove of things, getting into your play style. Who knows how much warm-up they had, what that warm-up was even like, if they did. Were they playing well? Were they playing confident? Was it not going well, and trying to get out of that funk and talk about it. So it's going to be really interesting here in game number 2. Not only do we see DJ Candy and Kyle coming in for each team respectively, but also now that you have that first game under your belt, I think the biggest thing is don't give a first kickoff goal in Ohio's going to be so fun.
Yeah, and I mean, you touched on it with game 1. How many times have we watched the best of 7 series where a team comes out, absolutely slaps game 1, and then the series just flips on its head from there on out because they end up with a lot of confidence, and the other team just plays nice, patient Rocket League and are able to take advantage of it. So the series far from over as Wave gets a nice little 50 there. Varso trying to get a self-pass. That one's just a little too hard. Wave into the corner. Varso's there to pick it up, looking for that one last pass out. But DJ Candy already back at midfield just playing defense. And I think this was the roster, or the lineup, everyone was expecting to see for the Mid-Lads to start the series. And a lot of people kind of caught off guard that Chaotic was in.
And Ohio, I think it's been Wave and Kyle who have been the two in there. But it looks like, as we see, they had a sub started today, by the way. So I do believe that those were the two of the subs getting some game experience. And, maybe that throws the teams off a little bit, but it did look completely fine for RLC Mid-Lads. It did not have a hiccup at all. But I'm super interested to see if it takes a game here to get back into the groove with these players. And do they go back to the sub if it's not working well for RLC Mid-Lads the way that they dominated game 1?
Yeah, as Kyle's going to cut that one off. Wave's picking this one up. Nice little touch there. DJ Candy, huge 50. This one's floating free. Kyle just trying to play a 50. Forces that one into the corner. But Varso's going to leave this one for Candy. Quick shot coming out. Kyle able to clear that one back towards midfield before Varso gets the quick cut and able to keep the pressure going. Up for that one. Wants to get the shot off. Not going to be there. Wave racing towards this one along back wall. He's going to be looking for the little pass out. Can't get it there as Varso able to recover and get the great challenge, but the ball still in their half as that one just gonna skirt along the goal line. Was hanging there for a minute, but couldn't finish that one off with Ohio.
And we're seeing Ohio getting some more offensive chances here. Haven't been able to convert just yet, but still putting it towards the net and making it threatening. And that's the biggest thing, is you never know when one missed touch, heck, just even missing the ball is going to happen for any player at any level. And if you're able to be in that position, you're able to take advantage of it, especially in a 0-0 game, and start that confidence, start that momentum back in your favor, it's definitely going to play huge on the minds of these players.
As DJ Candy throws that one far side, takes an awkward bounce. Kyle's there for the 50. Still sitting in the corner. Oh, Wave wanted to get the read, but not able to. Just did enough to get a 50 there. As this one's going to be water falling down. Oh, and Varso. What a play on the goal line. As it looked like Wave was going to be able to force that one home, but Varso's defense showing up in this game. Had his offense in game 1, but showing all dimensions here in game number 2.
Yeah, the defense is coming out for both players. DJ Candy even getting a goal line stand there. And listen, we talked about it last game, being able to turtle up, being able to play the defense. And you say it was a prevent defense. Well, they were preventing those last second goals. But when it comes down to the offense, who else but Varso getting a 50 win, and it's setting himself up after the demo not being able to get across the net in time to be able to get the first goal. It took a significantly longer time here in game number 2 than it did game number 1, but still it's Varso with the first goal.
Yeah, Mid-Lads doing a good job of winning the 50 battles right now. Just able to win them time and time again. As Wave looking for the great pass out. Kyle's going to be there. Great finish Varso just couldn't get the read on that one. Kyle with the gutsy challenge, but it pays off in Ohio. Ohio tied this one up shortly there after MidLads were able to take the lead.
Yeah, and the trust that for Kyle, that one was going to go all the way across and get by both members of RLC MidLads. It was a gutsy attack working out for him, though, being able to tie this game up, and that may just be what they have to do against this RLC MidLads. Again, you're talking about two teams that have played each other multiple times. RLC MidLads has won the last 2 times that they met, but it definitely has gone the distance. So what is that little bit of extra that they need to do to be able to come out on top? You know it's something they're talking about. You know it's on their mind, and maybe it's little bits like that, trusting and believing.
Yeah, Wave's going to touch this one into the corner. Dangerous challenge. No one was able to get to it for a minute. Allowed Kyle to get back on that one as Wave trying to push that one downfield. Not going to be there. Varso in a one-on-one, not able to get it past Kyle. Kyle now starting the counterattack. DJ Candy doing a great job of cutting off at mid. Just seeing midfield play from both of these teams right now. Neither of them really want to give up ground and give up that go-ahead opportunity, but Kyle's gonna be pushing that one. Candy, what a touch. Oh no, Wave was awkward, able to recover, bangs that one off back wall. And now Kyle in a 1v1 against Varso, going for the demo, finds it. DJ Candy can't get the touch. And Wave there to finish it off, 2-1, 12 seconds ago.
It's Kyle used smokescreen. It was super effective. My goodness, just not able to see the ball. There's a great play with the demo, and the ball just disappearing in the smoke. What a tough position for DJ Candy to be able to get that touch. Unfortunately, just guessed wrong as he couldn't see where the ball exactly was. And Ohio come back in game number 2. And ladies and gentlemen, we told you this was going to be a good series. We told you it was going to be close. Y'all saw that first game, you're like, oh, what's going on? Just hold your horses.
Well, and you got the change ups in the lineup, right? Everyone bringing in the starters that they wanted to have in there. And I mean, I've said it before, even when I coached other teams, like if you have a roster that won a game and is clicking, in my mind, even though you have a starter that may have just gotten on or they were running a little bit late, like run that roster that is working for you. And so we had the change, and for MidLads, it didn't seem to work out as Ohio's defense looked night and day different here.
Yep, we definitely got some Pimp My Rocket League Ride gang in here shouting out. I love all the support for both of these teams as well. Coming up for the players, for the teams, for the organizations. Absolutely a fantastic time out there. Ohio, they may not have had the shot total. Again, they only had 4 shots to the 6 of RLC MidLads, but just being able to get those plays, and 2 plays, and again, a lot of the shots here in 2v2 may not be the most threatening shots. They may not be the most mechanically talented and extravagant and add to the highlight reel shot. It may just be as simple as putting it on net, but when you put it on net multiple times and you roll the other team of, okay, well, this is what they're going to do. They're going to go towards net, and you put that little ring, be it a demo, be it a clip reset, be it a double tap, that little bit is going to be able to propel you forward as Fox coming in with the raid. What is going? Fox and Raiders.
This one's coming off back while Wave trying to get the turn for it. DJ Candy can't clear that one out. Wave's going to leave it, trying to get the 50 on Varso. Not going to be there, but like you were saying, I mean, they just need to put something on net, right? We preach that even in 3v3. You got to put it on net. You got to make them panic and force them into making a save, because if you do it enough with quality shots, it's going to end up resulting in a mistake on their end that's going to give you that open net opportunity. It's going to force a double commit and allow you enough space to come away with the goal. As we're a minute into this one, still scoreless, and Varso gets a nice 50 there, not able to get the read, and DJ Candy gives me another.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care who you're rooting for. It is always a good day when you get to type in !tank, and it is always a good day for DJ Candy and RLC MidLads being able to get the read on that and just beat everybody through the ball. There's an awkward bounce in front of the net for Ohayou, and DJ Candy's like, don't worry, I got this. Beautifully done, getting on top of the 1-8 angle from Wave. Just didn't have quite enough power to get it by DJ Candy. And Varso's like, I want to get back on the scoring. And finally gets it in.
All right, Rocket League. Varso, nice bang downfield, just trying to play for a shot there. Wave does a good job of getting in front of it, but the Rocket League gods blessing Varso with a bounce there. Kicks it perfectly back into the front of his car, ends up with the double, and MidLads up 2-0 here, a minute 29 into this one, and Ohayou needs an answer. I know it feels like it's early to say that, but we've seen with MidLads, as soon as they get rolling, their offense becomes quite unstoppable. And so Ohayou needs to stop the bleeding now before this game is out of control and it's another 6-1, 6-2 ball game.
Well, and again, if you go back to game number 2, Ohayou was able to pick up that victory. It was a 2-1 scoreline. In game number 1, they were only able to score 1 goal. So they've, in 2 games, have scored 3 goals total. It's not like they're completely lighting up the scoreboard. Do they have the offensive capability? 100%. I'm not saying that they don't. It just hasn't come to life so far in this series. And if you look at the grand total, RLC MidLads 169 goals, Ohayou 141 goals. So the offense isn't quite as strong as RLC MidLads. You don't want to get into a shootout against this team. And that was a great play for Wade to be able to get one back, utilizing the defense.
Yeah, as this one's going to be coming back out towards midfield. Kyle trying to get up for that one, able to find a 50. Wave's just going to drop it into the corner, but no one's going to be back yet. DJ Candy looking for the pass over to Varso. Not going to be there as this one goes into the corner. Oh, Varso stealing the full boost there, but nothing he can do about that clear back down field as Kyle had all the time in the world. And Wave can't get that bang downfield. He's going to keep this alongside while Varso waiting patiently in net, trying to see what Wave wants to do, just trying to force it onto him. And now Kyle's going to be there for another shot, forces Varso to send that one high towards sidewall. DJ Candy looking for the double. Varso ends up being there to pick it up. Shot coming out from Wave. It's going to be just wide, and Candy going to be picking this one back up. Under 2 minutes to play here. Nice high pop. Varso looking to get the cut. Not going to be there. Kyle has the open net, but rushed it just a little too much and sends it wide into the corner. Just over a minute and a half to go here. Still a 2-1 ball game.
Yeah, and you and I've talked about it multiple times. We will die on that hill. Open net, by far the most difficult shot in Rocket League, bar none. You see it, your eyes get really wide, but man, it's so difficult to execute as you're thinking about it. You know, the slow pitches are the hardest one to hit. Free throws can be so difficult to hit. What could look like the easiest, sometimes it's the most difficult. You know he wants it back, but having the offense here, Ohayou, and a 2v1, and it's just Varso. Nice little touch goes by.
Wave, what a play here. Gets it around DJ Candy. Gets a nice little pop here and takes a quick shot as Varso wasn't expecting that second touch to come out so quick. Just gets it over the top with 1:04 to go. A 2-2 ball game. And Ohayou able to claw back into this one as Kyle's racing towards it. Throws it high off back wall. He's looking for the double, but Candy shutting that one down, saying not on his watch with that save as Varso. Oh, he wanted that touch, was not expecting it to bounce off the ceiling there. He was lining up for a beautiful double.
Yeah, seeing this game is amplifying. It is getting tense here, and we haven't seen the mistakes. You know, that is something you're always concerned about when the game gets tight. It's coming down to the 0-second plays, coming to the last second plays. Does the panic start? Does somebody make a missed touch? Does somebody make a mistake and challenge way too hard and leave the net open? We haven't seen any, but it is always on the back of your mind. It's a nice pass and play from Kyle and Wave, and Varso reads it, gets a save.
Yeah, what a great play there from Ohayou, but an even better defensive stand from the MidLads. Varso has to make one more save. This one's still alive. Oh, Wave has an opportunity. He throws it high off back while taking the shot. Varso with the save, high off ceiling. Wave able to keep it alive, but Kyle nowhere to be found. With possibly the game winner just floating there. He was all the way back at mid, just waving in case there was a clear back downfield, and we are in overtime here in game number 3. Wave gets a nice touch around 1, goes for the quick shot. DJ, what a save! Almost bounced back into him for the own goal. What nice little fake coming out from Kyle, and Wave all the way back at mid. That's one thing that could end up hurting Ohayou here is their second man is playing really passively.
But at the same point, when you've had somebody like Barca who's been able to just light up the scoreboard, who at a touch's notice gets it by you, and there is just no stopping to be able to read that, to see what's going on, and to figure out what is developing and play off of that rather than reactionary of all of a sudden, oh no, I have to go now. You see Kyle, great job there getting up on the almost sneaking it through 2 players. I think it has its place in this game, and as long as it is not a last-second change for Ohayou, and Tony starts comfortable, and at plays like this, it's put his almost to no goal, but Kyle does clear.
I'm glad both of us were holding our breath for that one. As Varso trying to read this off back wall, he's going to get an awkward touch. DJ Candy trying to clear that one away, not going to be able to. Nice pop here coming out from Wave. Varso's up for it, tries to bang it downfield, goes right to Kyle. Oh, but Kyle doesn't get the touch he wants. Not able to bang that one on target. I think he wanted to take that shot a little bit harder there. As Varso's racing for this one, good patience there from Wave. Just waiting for Varso to make a touch, see if it's going to bounce back out or if it's just going to sit there and keep the pressure going for Ohayou.
Yeah, and it's at this point you start looking up at the clock. If you're a player, you go, okay, it's been 2 minutes. This is such a huge momentum of a game. It's going to swing one way or the other. Again, we are tied up at 1-1 in this series. We have played for over 7 minutes of Rocket League time. It is still not an up. Neither team is making a mistake out there. There have been a couple of close calls on both sides, but they're still hanging tough. It's at what point you look up and be like, okay, I really don't want to make a mistake. You start thinking about the mistake instead of the play that you need to make, and it goes by you. DJ Candy with an opportunity, goes off the post, and Varso sends it high as well. The net is open for a brief moment, but not enough power on it for Wave, and we reset.
Oh my Lanza, someone needs to go into the training shooting packs here for these teams to figure this one out. They've both had a couple of golden opportunities, just not able to finish them off. Awkward touch coming out from Wave, but able to split the defenders there and keep that ball from going into their own half. This one's going to be sitting there for Kyle. Kyle trying to keep control of this one, gets a little bit awkward. DJ Candy's going to be there. Good 50 coming out from Ohayou. As Wave takes the shot, Varso able to get back, recover, make the save, send it into the corner. Ball sitting alongside wall. Wave's going to be there. He's going to get 50 by Varso. DJ Candy wants to clear downfield, can't find the double. Waves there, takes a little pop shot. Varso, good save. Candy, good clear back downfield. 3:20 off the clock. Still in overtime here, and man, you got to feel whoever ends up taking this one is going to be in full control of the series.
Yeah, it's all Kyle trying to get the demo. Doesn't get it. The dunk goes high off the post. DJ Candy getting a hard pop to the sidewall. It is just back and forth action. We are coming up on 4 minutes of extra play here. These two teams have not given up a goal in so long. It has been a full real-time game since a goal has been scored. You have to believe that when one does go through, it's going to be a collective sigh from the team, and right on cue, it is a Wave who takes this pass from Kyle at midfield. Varso rushes back. The shot just too hot.
Yeah, where's the broke thing curse at? Let's just throw that out there.
How is that a curse? I was talking about somebody
totally cursed the other team there. It's fine. You said it has been a full game of Rocket League since a goal got scored and then a goal scored. That is the definition of a curse. I don't want to hear it. You have given me sketchier ones. Oh my goodness, look at those score total. Look at those shots coming out from Ohayou. 15. Oh my lord. Wave with 15 shots, Seeker.
And it's one thing, you know, yes, it was nearly 2 full games of Rocket League, but still, that's 24 shots. That's 12 shots a game. That is still a high clip for a single game, and they held that for 2 complete games. And MidLads with the 16 saves? Like, are you kidding? That was a full, entire dragged out fight that they kept getting knocked down, they just kept getting right back up. No one would stay down. They kept falling out. But now they have to go, like, they only get a minute, and we're right back into game number 4. Like, how do you recover from that, both mentally as a loss, as well as, holy crap, oh, now we have to do this again.
Yeah, that's the hardest part when you end up losing an overtime series, right? Like, you just don't, you have so much energy expended into playing for an additional game in overtime there. Playing your hearts out with 14 saves on 24 shots. A lot of that energy can just be sucked right out of you as DJ Candy tries to send this one back around the corner. And I mean, if you're MidLads, you need the first goal here. You need that confidence back. You need to get that momentum back on your side, because if you lose that overtime like they did, and then you come out and give up the first goal, I knew it was going to happen.
There. But nice shot there by Wave. Needs to get that underneath, and you know, I don't think that was the intentional touch there into the corner. I think it was supposed to go up the wall rather than bouncing out. But great positioning and great aggressiveness by Wave to capitalize on it immediately and not only get the shot, but also get it under the players. Oh my goodness, here comes the bump. And Wave fights through it. It was actually Kyle who got him. How did that happen?
Wave, just a little bit of gymnastics there, somehow able to matrix his way around that demo from DJ Candy and come away with not only the touch to get the saves, but also the clear as Varso tries to get a little fancy with it, send it near post on that little cheeky side touch there. As Wave takes a quick shot, Varso, easy save for him, picks up the full boost. Now trying to start the counter, has a good first touch, wanted a solid second one. But that pass just a little too hot for DJ Candy to read. But Varso trying to redeem himself here and does just that. DJ Candy, great shot off the beautiful pass.
If you don't succeed, try again. Kyle turned around there. I don't think he saw DJ Candy was over there. I thought it was just Varso sitting up the wall. He's gonna follow it himself, and all of a sudden, here comes the shot. Beautifully done by Varso. And DJ Candy hooking up, and that's something you definitely have to pay attention to. We haven't seen a ton of it from this RLC MidLads squad quite yet, but they are more than capable of finding one another and setting up those passes. At times, it can almost be a little telegraphed, but when they're as hot as that last one was, good luck saving it regardless.
Yeah, Kyle, good touch there. Able to read DJ Candy, sending that on the sidewall. Look for the pass out mid. DJ Candy. I thought he was going to own goal that one with the angle that he took. And now Varso coming off sidewall. He's not going to be able to get the shot off. Wave's going to be there to clear it away. But Candy takes the shot. Great recovery. Able to read that one off the post and put it in. 2-1. 2:55 to go.
Yeah, beautifully done. But just landing. And oh, look, the ball's coming at me. You know, one of the roller coaster of emotions. You feel like you have the shot, and then all of a sudden it's just bouncing out. But fortuitous placement and landing and great awareness to keep the ball game on. Be able to get that shot opportunity by Wave. Going to be able to catch it right on in there, right off of the kickoff.
You want to talk about a fortuitous bounce. That one almost just lands right on him as he lands. Able to touch that one in. Back to a tie ball game here with 2:48 to go. And I mean, last time we were at this point, we ended up in overtime. We were in 2-2 ball game just about halftime.
So you're saying let's scrap in for 7 more minutes of scoreless rock? because I believe so.
Oh, I wanted another bro curse. As Barso pushes that one into the corner, not going to be there. Wave gets the 50, but DJ Candy's going to get the quick turn. Hot shot coming out, and Kyle, good adjustment to get the save there. He's going to leave that one free. Wave takes the hard shot downfield. DJ Candy able to get the save. Barso pushes this one in the corner. He's going to pick up the boost, but can't get the ball. This one's rolling high towards ceiling. Waves there, goes for the shot. That one would have been just high, but Barso making sure to push that one all the way to the corner. Kyle, good challenge there. He's hunting the demo, can't find it. Wave wanted to get that on top of his car and just flick it over the top of DJ Candy, but couldn't get the control. And now this ball sitting in the middle of MidLads' corner as a double commit comes out for just a second. Barso able to recover and end up with a 50. Net's going to be open. Oh, and good job from Kyle to force that one to back wall. Minute 40 to go here. Still a 2-2 ball game, and it feels like this is either team's game right now.
Well, because of course it is. I mean, we just had a 4-minute plus overtime, and that doesn't scream how even these two teams are. I don't know what will, but something that we haven't really talked about is how well the first, or I guess the last defender, typically is the first one in a 2v1 scenario, has been able to avoid the bumps in the demos when the other team is trying to play that. One's just controlling the ball, dribbling it up, and they still able to avoid the demo, get the save, or get the challenge out. We haven't seen a ton, but still, that very easily could be 2 or 3 goals in this game. But Kyle going to get his first goal of the game with the open net. There's just nobody. Full commit from RLC MidLads, and they pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, they thought they had a scoring opportunity there. It did look like Ohayou was out of position. Looked like they were scrambling to get boost and get back to net to try and make save after save. And Kyle ends up with one good 50 and a perfect recovery. Able to push that one all the way downfield. Hits the open net as now they are in the lead with 45 seconds to go. Wave trying to get another one here. Just throws it off back wall, takes the demo, but does a good job of killing a ton of time. We got 30 seconds to go. 3-2 in favor of Ohayou. Ohayou looking to go up 3-1 in the series.
I don't think that you're trying for one team or the other, but you're doing a fantastic job of running up your total. As soon as you start talking about goals, they happen. One might happen right here, right off the kickoff as Ohayou, my goodness. They just went for one of the lowest lows of, hey, it's coming late, we're up 1. They score a goal, but they do not quit. They do not put their heads down, and that puts them right back up 1 off of that kickoff.
Hey, is it really a curse if I end up being right in the long run? As that one gets saved. Wave's going to be there to clear it all the way back downfield. Final 10 seconds. Nice demo coming out from Barso. Oh, Kyle, dangerous challenge. Just stalls that 50 out, keeps it along sidewall. Last chance here for the MidLads. And oh, what a good job from Kyle to drop that one and put Ohayou onto championship point.
Oh my goodness. And listen, it's not like that match was any less exciting or any less drama. It just happened in a shorter time span. As we've seen back and forth with both of these teams, and we said it was going to be it. Is 100% how these two teams have played each other every single time out on the pitch. We even saw RLC MidLads be able to up their shot total 12-10, winning that shot game, but the defense from Ohayou stepping up, being able to get 9 saves on those 12 shots, beautifully done. And really the difference in that last second save off the post with the pinch, not giving up until the entire game is over. Huge done by Ohayou, but RLC MidLads, they ain't gonna quit.
Cookies, this is why we can't have nice things. Just want you to know that. But the teams opting to go to the farm. I mean, Ohayou used to seeing this scene, right?
Yes, it's true.
But
Ohayou has to feel at home.
I don't know. There's a little too many rolling hills here for it to be Ohayou, but if you're Ohayou in this situation, like we've been there, this is a tough spot to be in. Even though you're up 3-1, the nerves and the realization that you can win this start to set in, and mistakes start to happen as Kyle misses that one. Varso tries to clear it back down and get it on net. Not able to as DJ Candy picks up the pressure. Throws that towards back wall, and Kyle able to recover as he was terribly awkward along back wall. And Wave. He is making a splash out here on the field. What a touch. Baiting in Varso finishes that one beautifully.
Man, he gave Varso a wave as he went by there, being able to get that dribble. Now, Varso, I think, had a little bit of false sense of security, being able to pick up that mid boost, and I wasn't sure how much Wave had, assuming that he was low, if he had any at all, and Wave showing that, listen, picked up my corner, I'm good. I have more than enough to be able to definitely carve through this pitch, go through the farmland, and be able to get a goal. And how about a second from downtown?
Yeah, Wave, what a great shot. He's putting it on net. DJ Candy was trying to make the adjustment, but heard Kyle behind him and just didn't quite know where he could get a touch without Kyle putting that one home. It's 2-0, 4 minutes to go. Still a lot of time to play as it looked like everyone had quit on that ball, thinking that first bounce is going to go in, and Wave gets another one here. Hat trick already.
Yeah, Kyle does get that touch there. It's a good thing Wave didn't give up on it. That was, again, the open net is the hardest one to score when you have all the time in the world, but you feel right because you never know when someone is just going to swipe in from the side or behind. You pick up that demo, pick up the bump, clear it to the corner. It's very, very hard to fault blame on that, but well done, Ohayou. 3-0. This offense is unparalleled from what we have seen from them so far in this series.
Yeah, and they have just found another level, and I mean, being on championship point, not doing anything to them as Wade gets another one. But what we didn't see, it looks like Kyle got a huge bump there, just yeeting Varso out of the way. 4-0, 3:34 to go.
Can't save it if he's not there, my goodness. Right as Varso was jumping as well, so you know, sometimes those are even more satisfying than the demo itself. Right as they're jumping and just pin them to the far wall, not because you went with them, but because they just had that much momentum that the heat from the actual contact of the wall fuses them there, and they can't do anything as Wave is starting to heat up. Going for that double, not able to connect with it. Look at all the pressure. Where has this Ohayou squad been?
They just needed that little extra momentum, I guess. But as you were saying, like with that bump, I've said it time and time again, I would much rather be demoed than bump that hard into a corner. It is more tilting to me to be thrown across the pitch knowing I can't do anything for my team because I can't get the recovery because it was such a good bump compared to I was dead, there was literally nothing. And so for MidLads, like you can see it, it's in their minds right now. Those bumps are in their minds. They're rotating a little bit more passively, trying to avoid each of those. And almost like they're looking over their shoulders. Wave tried for another one. Kyle trying to finish it, not going to be able to. This one's just sitting in the MidLads half. Nothing they can do as DJ Candy gets a nice pop over the top of Wave with the perfect spawn to get the save and clear it out of harm's way yet again.
And I feel like Kyle might have been playing some hoops before. They keep sending everything high, but as long as he continues to throw it towards the net, Wave picking up another demo, there was nothing that MidLads was able to do there. Just trying to find their footing as Wave throws that one wide. An aggressive challenge by Kyle, and that is going to be one back from MidLads. And do not count out this squad. I do not care how many goals they are behind. They can score and score in droves. We'll see if they're able. That's a tough mountain at this point. Game not over.
Yeah, that was a huge play from Varso there. We got to see it in the replay. He was on the right side. Knew Kyle had a chance to get there, so he just slammed on his brakes, sacrificed his life for that goal to try and get some momentum back here as Varso tries to get that one out front. Double commit coming out from Ohayou. As they smell victory, it looks like they're starting to rush things a little bit and getting out of position. They're going to need to settle this one down, or we could be looking at a comeback as own goal, best goal, cuts this lead down to 2 with a minute 22 to go.
Yeah, as the MidLads, they're trying to do something with Donnybrook. They do not want to give up. They are constantly peppering the net. And ladies and gentlemen, just 1 minute, 22 seconds left. A kickoff goal happens here. This game is flipped.
Yeah, as Wave just gets the bump on DJ. Kyle's going to throw this one downfield. Up for another touch, trying to find the angle. It's not going to be there. Forces Varso to be backwards. Wave gets there. He gets beat. DJ Candy's going to leave this one for Varso. Tries to take the shot, sends it wide. Net's going to be open, and he crossbars out. Oh, no, that could have been the saving goal they were looking for as they get it back anyways. It looks like Ohio bumped into each other in net.
Like I said, you do not want to count out this MidLads squad. It is not over yet, and this is a huge panic moment for Ohio. They need to calm down. They need to reset themselves, get back to what was working for them. As this kickoff is on point, Kyle just sneaks it by Candy. But my goodness, Ohio, they really want that security goal back. Is it sitting in front of the net? Wave can't find the angle.
Yeah, Kyle gets lucky there with taking that awkward bounce. Varso had to pull off, otherwise that might have been another open net opportunity for the MidLads. Varso pops this one up high, trying to get a controlling second touch, not gonna be there. DJ Candy wins that one through Kyle. Forced to get over and make the 50, go into the corner. Now just trying to clear this one downfield. Oh, Wave, a little bit of hesitancy there. Able to recover. Good 50 from DJ Candy. Final seconds ticking off the clock. Varso's going to get one more opportunity here, and DJ Candy throws him out of the way. And Ohio, your champions here this evening with a 4-1 series victory.
Getting revenge on RLC MidLads, ladies and gentlemen. Tier 6 2v2 East champions, Ohio. They stopped RLC MidLads from the undefeated season. That put both teams 9-1 on the end. And being able to come back, and it looked scary. You know, it looked sketchy that very first game. Again, coming out, RLC MidLads firing, and then in game number 2, RLC MidLads coming out firing, but Ohio fighting through it, winning a marathon of a game, and being able to continue that momentum. And I gotta believe that has to play a lot into the psyche of this RLC MidLads squad. Like, it's such a long game to lose. It hurts so much.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about it after game 1, right? How many times have we seen someone come out, score a lot of goals, make a roster change even though they got the win, and then just not able to get that chemistry back. And it's kind of what we saw here. Like, I mean, Ohio made the roster move. They made the change back to the lineup we thought they were going to have. They started playing much better defense, and it just felt like, even though each game was really close, it never felt like MidLads had that extra push like they had in game 1 with Chaotic in there catching. Maybe they just caught Ohio off guard with that one. I don't know, but I felt like game 2 was the turning point when they both made those roster moves.
Yeah, and as we were talking about that, we do have with us from the victorious Ohio squad, Kyle. First and foremost, congratulations on the victory. Being able to come back and enact some revenge on this RLC MidLads squad. How does the championship feel?
It feels so good to not only have the championship, but to do it against our biggest rivals.
Absolutely.
I can tell the jubilation in your voice as you're smiling saying that. And like, what I gotta ask, what were your guys' thoughts going into this one? You knew you were gonna match up against them. It had been back and forth between you guys for 2 seasons now. and you had that chance for revenge. They come out, they get a really, really strong game 1 win. What were the comms like, and how did you guys end up flipping that script to rattle off 4 in a row?
So we were always going in with the plan of starting Nader or Wilfried, whatever name he went with today. I don't even remember. Just to try and throw him off, because we've had so many interactions with RLC in the past. We thought maybe a mix-up was what we needed. Then that went horribly wrong, and we decided, okay, we're going back to normal.
Well, it definitely worked for you, but I want to go to the marathon game. You guys played 4+ minutes of overtime, finally able to get that goal. What was the feeling of, the relief? Was it excitement? Was it jubilation? What did you guys do? Because it looked like you were able to carry the momentum on.
So we looked at the scoreboard. Actually, it was Wave that looked at the scoreboard. Saw that we had 15 shots, and everyone in the lobby had 1,000 points, except for me. Shout out to me with 400 out here. And we said, they're tilted. And we just kept going.
Now in game 5 there, you guys went up early. It looked like they were going to be able to start mounting a comeback. And what did you guys do to kind of settle down and get back to your game plan so you could close the series out there rather than allowing a very dangerous team back into it?
We know that we sometimes get a little too overzealous when we're up by large margins. I'm sure you guys remember from all the series you casted. So we decided to play a little farther back, a little safer, support each other, make sure we were making good touches, and not let Barso on the ball as much.
Yeah, we definitely saw that there in game number 5. I was saying, listen, this is not a squad that you want to let back in. It's RLC MidLads squad. They 100% can come back in a flurry and be able to get those goals and being able to get those saves last minute, being able to get those touches. It really seemed like there was almost a mental reset in the last minute, but was there any sense of panic going on as that was playing out?
So Wave is like the calmest person on the planet. So for him, it was business as usual. I was freaking out a little, I'm gonna be honest. But he brought me back down. We leveled it out. We said, all right, let's not let them get any momentum. This is the last team we want to have momentum against us, and we got the dub.
Yeah, and a very impressive dub it was. And I mean, we all want to know, is this roster staying together and coming back next season? You guys gonna be making some changes, or what are the plans for your guys' future?
I think we're gonna stick it out. We've already been talking with Barso and DJ. We want this rivalry to stay. We think we're gonna end up in the same tier again next season, so we're keeping.
Awesome. Well, hey, we appreciate it and appreciate the time here. Again, congratulations on the championship here for Season 1, Tier 6 2v2 East. And before you go, floor is all yours.
I know we had a lot of people come out to watch us today. So shout out to everybody that was out here, family, friends. The team did a great job. Shout out to Wave for the carry. And RLC for the great series.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, again, appreciate your time here. I'll let you head on out and enjoy the win from this championship night, and looking forward to seeing you guys back in Season 2.
Thank you, sir.
Again, that was Kyle from the victorious Ohayou and Tank. Now, they're able to get the revenge. They were able to, but again, the series itself, you can't just look at the 4-1. This was incredibly, incredibly close, and would not have surprised me if it went either way.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I think we were expecting a 7-game series. We essentially got 6 there with that overtime, but I mean, one bounce either way, one curse either way, and I mean, we're still playing Rocket League here. But I think it goes to show just how good these two teams are and how well they know each other. Where I mean, we have won cool games pretty much all the way through, right, and we're on the edge of our seats as casters and as viewers, just engrossed in a wonderful Rocket League. And so huge shout out to both teams here, ending the night with a phenomenal series.
Yep, absolutely. But unfortunately, that ends our night as well as our season here on the LOS Champs stream. There are still championship matches being played, Make sure to check around for any casters that are casting those. Hit Twitter as well as the Discord. Join on up if you are not already to keep in the loop of everything, finishing up Season 1 and then starting Season 2. On behalf of everyone here at LOS Champs Cookies running the production, my beautiful face over there, co-caster Tankert, I have been Barokefang. You fine people out in Chatland have made this absolutely unbelievably special. Hang around as we raid another awesome caster, Pyro J. But until next time, everybody have a fantastic rest of your night and a beautiful week. Most importantly, take care of yourselves. We'll see you on the flip side.